In a world full of actual play podcasts comes another actual play podcast. But this one doesn't take itself too seriously. From dungeons to deep space, from swords to starships, a group of dudes who are not voice actors step into the chaos and try not to fuck up the plot too badly. This is Games in the Dark.
Welcome to Games in the Dark, a dim light in the grim dark. I'm Jamie Gale, and tonight we're playing Outcast Silver Raiders. This is episode 5. With me tonight, we have Mason, Liam, and Jay. Hey, guys.
Howdy.
What's up, Jamie?
Last session was a crazy one.
It was. We ended with an absolute clusterfuck. An innkeeper and her child watching us wrestle peasants in the mud by a cart. Seems like a pretty crazy way to open the session.
Yeah, there was
That's true.
there was child eating. There was a child eating. There was child.
When I was
abuse,
narrating the chunks of flesh missing, I was imagining him as like a 20-year-old, not as a 10-year-old. So I apologize.
He was a baby. You killed the baby.
He was 10 years old,
Listen,
man.
He's like
Listen,
4 years older than Mason at this point.
He was a gangly 10-year-old. He shot up a little bit.
In order for me to process it properly, I was imagining him as a giant ice cream sandwich with a cloak on, and then that made it palatable for me to listen to him having bites taken out of him.
Now I'm just mad that I didn't need it. You know?
Why'd you guys leave him there with the crazy lady?
I didn't know.
I mean, that was Grogwad's fault, honestly. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Grogwad's like, all right, you watch her. I'm gonna go.
You didn't say that to me. I was already gone before.
No. He said that to
I said that to the guy. Yeah.
the boy
Grogwat's not the brightest.
Bush.
Oh, he said it.
He's not the brightest bush in the barrel.
But to be fair to Grogwat, he does have a 9-year-old adventurer with him. So maybe he just thinks all children are.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
They're just
He
my
could have
friends.
just like casted a spell and like killed the woman, right?
Because all children are little demonic spellcasters, like frogs.
Yeah.
Grogwat read something on an elementary school wall. All children are magic. And he believed
Right.
it 100%.
At least when Crowley adopts them, then they become magical or whatever. Maybe.
Well, one out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. So it is a rainy night. Is it nighttime? I think it might not be night.
Would it be a dark and stormy night?
So it
It
looks
is
like
night.
6:30. Yeah, 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 at winter time, December. We're on December 12th. It is.
Although I note that our calendar calls December fall, which I staunchly
I'm not going to touch the calendar. I tried editing the calendar year to something that was more reasonable with the technology of the day, like to 1,000 or something like that. But then what that did was it messed up the dates so that whenever it was a new month, the first was always on a Sunday. So you would miss days of the week. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I noticed
I
it.
didn't.
So
I didn't. I
had,
understand where
okay.
you're coming from.
you didn't say anything.
Nope. I didn't
Appreciate
notice
that.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't notice that. Okay. Yeah. So that's why it's 2025 right now. It's just a very low-tech 2025.
2025 after the fall.
All right. So,
Got 1 month left.
a dark, cold night, rain, puddles everywhere. Got a dead child in the tavern that you guys left as you were running to
I
go
believe he
rescue
was
Bronze.
slung in the mud. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's in the
That
mud
was
in
scary.
front of the in front of the door to the tavern because we Grogwat was carrying him, and as soon as we saw Bronze getting attacked in the cart, he like violently dropped the poor boy on the ground to rush after Bronze's aid. So I think
hey, you got to save one boy.
That's right.
That's right.
Save one.
That's what Grogwat's thinking. He's like, well, this one's already dead.
Run up to Bronze. Grogwat drags one of them off the cart and throws him on the ground, starts strangling him. The other one starts booking it, but gets caught up by Crowley, and Crowley stabs him as he runs away. And you see the innkeeper of the Drown Lion Inn and her 16-year-old boy watching in like disbelief at what they're seeing after what they just saw inside as you killed that whatever that woman was.
Don't matter now.
You guys are not in initiative. I would say you've killed these two people as one of them is lying face up in this muddy road, strangled, and the other one is stabbed through and bleeding out on the ground.
Well, if I could just paint a visual picture for you of the last moments of the guy pulled off of Bronze, it would just be just a slurry of tears and mucus falling down Grogwat's face as this giant man who ostensibly came out of nowhere is just come and ripped you to the ground. And the last thing you see as the light is fading out of your eyes and the dark circles are closing in is just lightning strike behind him. So it's just this silhouette of this hulking man with no neck, just choking the life out of you and jamming his face deeper and deeper into the
taking
mud.
advantage of something he doesn't have, the neck.
Exactly.
He's immune to chokes.
That's right.
And you see you see Bronze in the wagon, and Bronze, you have like blood running down your eyes, I think, just from using your
wiping my face.
your
I
blood
probably
magic.
got bruises. I got some bruises on me too from just being beaten by these men. I'm just kind of catching my breath sitting there.
Oh yeah. So you guys see Bronze is shaken, and you see the innkeeper at the door just standing there, not sure what to do. She looks at you all, and you guys are like 30 feet away from the inn door.
Yeah, I think
near
Crowley
the exit.
Crowley will wipe like the blood off of his sword just like on a pant leg and start slowly plodding towards the woman and her son in the doorway, and I'll sheathe.
He's backing away as
I'll sheathe it.
Takes a few steps back, but then when you sheathe it, she settles a bit.
I'll pull the badge of like the white cloaks out, and I'll hold it up so that she can visually see it, and I'll say, "The peasants in their panic attempted to steal our cart, our horses, and murder young Bronze there. This is the price for thievery and assault of White Hawks."
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
A shit show.
Looks down at Bush, and she goes down to her knees and like checks to see if he's breathing, and she looks up at you and shakes her head. What should we do?
I think Crowley's going to kind of bite his lip. He'll look down, check back over his shoulder to make sure the other two are kind of like, stable, like back at the cart stable and that kind of thing. They're not like freaking out, fleeing or whatever. And
so you did see, I don't know if you guys saw, but maybe Bronze was the only one who saw, there were two peasants that were witnesses to the blood magic that got away.
Yeah. They chose not to fight. They just chose to run.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that at this point. Like that would have happened before I think we burst outside. So I'll look at the woman, and
it's kind of out of it right now. He's
So-
not going to
probably
bring that
dazed.
up immediately.
To answer your question, stable is not a great adjective to describe Grogwa right now.
Right.
He's still pressing the corpse into the ground, like slowly interring the body. And I don't mean entering, I mean interring, like burying underneath the ground.
Yeah.
Just from the pure force of him pushing against the muddy ground,
The mud's
as
like
if he's
sucking
trying
him in.
to kill this man hard enough to bring back his young ward.
Yeah. Crowley will look at the woman and say,
I'm so sorry.
Send your boy, get a blanket. We'll wrap him, give him some dignity. In the meantime, I think we need to get out of this violence in the road, and we need to get that creature's corpse out of your building. Disgusting thing, whatever it is.
Yes.
How long had she been here? How many days?
She was just like you, another traveler from today. You're sitting there and eating meals that peasants would give her. I think they're trying to win her favor. She would just smile and eat.
See to her. You see to young Bush here. I'm just going to shake my head. I can't right now.
Of course.
Crowley will head in, and he'll see if he can just basically just try to whatever the wrecked body that Grogwat has left of her. He'll try to just drag her out of the tavern, and out into the road.
Yeah. And you see that the older boy is helping with handling Bush, and
once I get the body out,
it's clear
I'll
that
go
we're
over
going to
to
clean up
Bronze.
here. Bronze is going to start to bring the carriage back under cover to get out away from the rain. But as he's doing that, you may speak.
Yeah, I think Crowley will see you starting to get things get the horses in order and start to turn the cart, and he'll just come over. I think he'll hop up on the bench beside you, probably pretty silently, and just be near quietly to watch you take care of the team of horses, and he'll probably be kind of just taking in your injuries as you're directing the horses.
Yeah, he looks
you
upset.
see that there are 8 guards of the Drowned Lion Inn. Fortunately, they weren't in the front of the tavern when this all went down. Help with cleaning it out the front entrance of the bodies. One of them approaches Grogwat. Looks like an older, experienced man, and he puts a hand on his shoulder. You can let go now.
Grogwat just heavily breathes. And you said he kind of gently places a hand on his shoulder. He turns around to look at the man. What kind of expression does he see on his face?
A sad face. He looks understanding, and he's waiting for you. He's not trying to push you to.
I didn't mean to let him go. This one, he tried to take my bronze from me.
Nods. I am sorry, I wasn't here to stop him.
Not your job.
We were getting our gear fitted at the smithy and heard the commotion.
It was my job.
Well, now it is our job to handle that man there that you protected your boy Bronze from. Go ahead and let go of his neck for me.
You make sure anyone knows they touch Bronze. This is what happens. I don't care if you're king or peasant, I will rip your spine from your back.
Yeah,
you tell.
He nods. I will. Let go of that man.
I'll back off and spit on the corpse.
His neck is probably half the size it used to be. Yeah, likes the body with a couple of his men. You guys see that one that Crowley stabbed is still breathing. He's unconscious.
I think Crowley probably doesn't see him necessarily, or at least doesn't pay him mind. He's just I'm imagining that the cart is turning in the opposite direction and going away from him as it heads back towards like the stables. So I think that, and I also just think that he's like very absorbed with like the state of Bronze, and I think that he'll like pull out a handkerchief and like try to wipe the blood away from Bronze's face, like the eye area. Just stay still. You've got
No, I'm fine.
You see three of the men, the guards, announce that this one's still alive, and they collect him carefully and bring him into the main room. Should patch him up, figure out maybe why they went mad, attacked your boy.
Think I need.
You hear that? You better just let me deal with that.
All right. Sure you're all right?
Yeah.
I'll just give him like a single pat on the leg, and then hop off the front of the cart and head back to the inn. And I'll be looking around as I'm walking across the yard here. Is there a length of rope anywhere nearby, like on the outside of the stables or like on a barrel or something like that as I head towards the inn? Hell yeah. Then I'm going to pick up a length of rope and I will deliberately tie a noose into one end of it. Can I test it?
The guard captain is watching you. Says, I think I know what that's for.
Yeah, I'll throw it. I'll like throw it at the chest of the guy that they've brought into the inn. I can do it, or you can. Your choice.
Did he say anything? Why he would try and kill your boy?
Horse thief, a horse thief. As far as I know.
A horse thief and attacked a child. For all I know, he's with that thing.
They look out to where the body's being dragged out. And he nods. Could be.
Of course, if you prefer, Captain, you could just leave him with me.
I don't think so, but he's just a horse thief.
That's a hanging crime.
Might do to send him to the banding prison. Yes, banding prison is the island prison that's to the west.
Yeah. I think Crowley, at that suggestion, he'll kind of shrug, like indifferently, and he'll make sure that the White Hawk badge is like visible, and he'll say, "We tend not to suffer abuse at the hands of anyone, let alone a horse thief. This could be handled a lot quicker." And I'll like jut my chin at the length of rope on the man's torso.
How about we let your boy decide? He's the one that was wronged.
Sounds like fair enough. Yes, I need to see to my dead, and I'll just leave the kind of entry and I'll search after the innkeeper's son and the innkeeper herself to see if they need a hand, like wrapping up Bush and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you see the smaller of the two boys is inside the tavern, like wiping the blood, mopping it with rags, bringing it outside to like rinse and coming back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see to it that the prisoner is brought before Bronze and kind of kicked down shamefully on his knees. So
the three men that were dragging him carry him out with you.
He's kind of hiding inside the wagon.
Bronze?
What?
Come out now. It's okay.
He opens the flap. Peeks out. I guess it has a door. He opens the door.
Yeah, it's a nice secure door that's got a lock on the inside.
We've got a big decision for you to make.
I look over at the guards. Oh, okay. And I look down on the ground. He starts
Man
rubbing his
wronged you,
eyes.
boy.
I don't want to
We
look at
have
him.
different
Get him away.
ways to deal with men who commit crimes. We could hang him here or send him to a prison to work. Live out his days on an island. What is your choice?
Get him. Make sure.
Do you want him
I don't
gone,
want to.
Franz?
I don't want to see him. I want him gone forever.
Hang him.
We'll do that outside the walls. You won't have to see anything, boy.
Good.
The four of them leave the outer walls with the noose in hand. Go look for a tree.
Right. Franz goes back into the carriage and he sits back down on a crate. That's where he was before. He just sort of holds his head in his hands. He's looking really frustrated. And he starts kicking shit. Fuck! And obviously, he's upset that he didn't have as much independence as he thought he did. He's realizing that he needs these two guys with him pretty much.
As you're doing that, you feel the weight of the wagon shift as Grogwat steps on with his considerable heft.
He
kind of reach
puts his
apart,
head back.
like poke my head in and say, "You're right.
Yes, Grogwat. Yes.
You know you did good.
I appreciate that, Grogwat. You did
These
good
were
too.
two fully grown men. They shouldn't have never laid a hand on you. I shouldn't have never let them lay a hand on you.
Yes, yeah, I understand.
Very much so.
Okay, well, we should probably head out soon. You could tell Crowley that. I don't know if we want to stay here.
It's whatever you'd like to do.
Well, let's see what he wants to do. Seems like he's got a different plan than I anticipated.
Right.
Curious.
And as Grogwat walks away and he goes, "Oh, and Bronze, if you need any help, just yell for me. Me or Crowley, we're here for you."
Right. He kind of like thumbs the kitchen knife in his pocket.
And then I go to find Crowley.
Yeah, Crowley will be with like the innkeeper and her son, and he'll help remove the like leather armor that he purchased for Bush, and start grabbing like rags, hot water, and that kind of thing, and start wiping down what's left of Bush to wipe the blood off and clean him for burial and that sort of thing, and just kind of stack the little belt with a dagger, an armor, and a shield, kind of like in a corner or against a wall or something like that, so he can throw it in the wagon later. And he'll basically just set to work, trying to do the responsible thing here and stare at the corpse that he can shirk the blame for Bush's death towards the other two as much as he wants, but he's very aware that this is his ward, and that he left him for 10 minutes and this happened.
Jane mentions, was this your son or
a ward? We liberated his family from a cruel master in the mountains, and his parents ask that we take him along and treat him as a page, and teach him how to stable horses as he did with your sons, and teach him how to carry a lantern for us, and learn the ways of the road and how to survive. And clearly we have failed him in that regard.
how long did you have him with you?
Far too short a time. Far too short indeed. He'll just kind of like keep his head. He's not making eye contact. He's just kind of like focusing on looking at the rag and the like blood on his clavicle and cleaning and that kind of thing. Just shake his head. This might be the worst failure of my life.
Well, can't blame yourself for this. I think I'm partly to blame, as I didn't have my guards in the room. I knew something was off with that woman. I just didn't think it would be this.
I was agitated from something else. I should have kept my calm and kept my head. Had I been thinking straight, I would have brought him with me. I wasn't. Sure, there's lots of blame to go around, but doesn't make me feel it any less acutely. Poor boy.
What were you all upset about? I saw you leaving the room in a hurry.
There have been some disagreements between the three of us, things that really, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter that much. You know how it is. You argue with your spouse or your child or a good friend, a brother or a sister. You argue over something that seems big at the time, important, and in a month you'll have forgotten what it was even about. You're just going to shake his head.
And she nods. There's a moment of silence, and then she says, "My husband, buried in a meadow not too far from the inn. We could get a plot for him, if you would like."
That would be nice. I thank you.
I'll speak with the guards, and we can get it dug up. Maybe tomorrow we can bury him.
Yes, on the morrow. It's too late, and it's been too bloody this evening to think of doing it now.
We can keep him in one of the staff rooms for the night. Of course, your room is still yours, and you're welcome to stay for as long as you need. No extra charge. This is not the usual night at the Drowned Lion Inn. I am fairly certain that this is the worst night of my life.
He nods. He'll stop what he's doing for a second, kind of dry his hands off on his shirt, and just like, I think he senses this is an appropriate time to give her a hug and make sure that she's okay, and stop navel gazing at himself and his own guilt. And so I think he's going to very gently like put a hand on her shoulder and then like seek assent to like comfort her with a hug.
Yeah, she kind of stiffens to that, a hand on her shoulder, but relaxes a bit and leans into you. And you see her starting to cry.
Yeah, I'll just like quietly, have her cry on me, kind of thing. And I think he's going to take a moment himself, and probably not any big sobs or anything like that, but there'll probably be some wetness rolling down his cheekbone and into his stubble, that he'll quickly and ashamedly wipe away.
And you hear the door open, and in comes Grogwat.
Everything all right, Grogwat?
I mean, other than, yeah, Bronze is okay. He's waiting in the cart. I think he's still scared.
I think it's late. This evening could only get more complicated and much worse if we were to hit the road and be accosted by highwaymen. I think we should stay here. There are guards who will, I'm sure, remain in the tavern for the rest of the evening on high alert.
Yes, of course. You do not need to leave. Please stay here for at least a night, a week, even.
He'll nod.
As long as you need.
Might need a few days to let the lad heal and recover, and Grogwat tomorrow will maybe try to bury Bush and say some words for him. Could you see if you could get Bronze? I think it's best that you ask him to maybe try to lick our wounds here for a few days.
That's it. It's all right. I'll go get him. And Grogwat steps out and calls for Bronze. Walks over kind of gently to the cart. Says, Bronze, time to come in. We're gonna go to bed. You'll be safe. I promise.
Okay, we're staying.
Yeah, just for a bit.
All right. That's what Crowley wants to do.
It's his suggestion.
Yeah. That one makes sense. It's not a good night to ride anyways.
Smart boy. Smart lad. I just kind of tussle your hair a little bit.
It kind of annoys him, but he grabs his gear and brings it back to the room.
And as he's walking, since it's raining, Grogwat kind of holds his cloak out over Bronze, like a mother goose holding her wing up to kind of shelter their babies as they go.
As he tries to make sure there's no more blood under his eyes as he sort of enters back into the public.
Easy enough with the rain. As you enter the main room, Jane looks up to you and she stands and goes over to try and comfort you, as if you're one of her kids. She like tries to give you a hug. She tries to look you over for any wounds if you let her.
I'll let her, but she probably wouldn't get the reaction she was expecting. It's a lot more calloused.
Yeah, she would probably consider that as you're in shock, and she's like fluttering her hands over your body, seeing the bruises, and just comforting you as best as she could. And she suggests that maybe you can have a sleepover with her young son, who's the one that you were seeing that was doing the stable jobs and is now mopping the blood. That's
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
in
I
the
think
main
that
room.
was the son that tried to give me a tour, right?
This was the younger one. The tour one was the older one.
Oh, okay.
This is one that was hanging out with Bush before Bush was Ian.
Oh, I tell her
see,
I just want to
he looks
stay with Crowley.
Yeah, you see, he looks up from where he's at, and he's got like this far off stare when he looks up when he hears his name, and then he just goes back to mopping up the blood. And she says, "All right, yes, of course, we'll get you a couple extra blankets, and your friend Bush here will be in good hands. We're going to keep him nice and clean, and tomorrow we'll go out and bury him. Okay?"
Yeah, please call him Silver.
Silver, then. Bury Silver tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. And he starts to saunter up, and he does smile a little bit, but then he gets rid of the smile, and then he sets up his stuff back on the bunks in the room. He's trying to avoid guards and other people.
Yeah. Jane looks to Grogwat and Crowley and says, "You might want to. I'm not sure how close you are with your boy, but I think today was also his worst day."
I will. I think I'll really think about that. I'm not sure. Like, maybe. I think both as a player and a character, I would have to try to figure out if I perceive this to be Bronze's worst day.
Do you even know that I was caught using magic yet?
I don't think they know. you guys just saw him being attacked by these two guys.
We just saw you being attacked, and I think that Crowley truly does believe that in the panic, like Occam's razor, like simplest explanation is often the most correct. Like it just makes sense that peasants panicking at the sign of something supernatural would be like trying to throw a kid off of a cart and steal.
Oh no, you saw they were trying to kill him. Like they were.
Well, yeah, but he's like, he was on the cart. So I think that I would assume that they're trying to like kill him so that he can't say who stole horses in a cart, which are clearly like, I'm sure it's like the most expensive like horse team / cart there. Like it's like an opulent cart or wagon from Vasil the vampire dude. So I think he's just thinking of it as like panicked thievery from poor people. He has no idea.
And honestly, I don't think Grogwat would care. I think he saw him put hands on Bronze, and
I think like Crowley would care in the sense of like tactical, like we can't let anybody know what Bronze is.
Right.
So he
you
would
have
care.
that like higher order thinking. Grogwat just doesn't process. Yeah.
Right, and inability to be close to anybody emotionally. And I think, so I think that he would care deeply in that sense, but I think that he's so distracted from all the other stuff. I think he's just assuming horse thieves. Otherwise, he probably would have killed that guy in the mud instead of letting him keep breathing. Like he would have just like literally went and slit his throat if he knew that that's what was up.
Yeah, Jane goes to the kitchen as she's going. She says, "Oh, I think maybe a treat for him would cheer him up a little."
Yes, I think so. And your advice as a mother is much appreciated. I do my best for the lad, but I fear I don't have the paternal touch that would be that would help soften bad days or worse days. A treat, yes. Wise.
I have apples. I can use some honeyed apple.
Oh, he loves apple.
If you could cut them into some kind of make shapes, like make a little face or something like that. He enjoys pancake art and that sort of thing.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's very elaborate. I guess on the plate. For some reason, in my mind, I was like,
he's not making a 3D sculpture out of an apple.
Yeah.
Could you please turn this apple into a jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah.
She comes out of the kitchen with a smile carved into an apple. It looks creepy as hell. Sliced apples, raisin for eyes, and a dollop of honey in the middle. Yeah. She gives the plate over, and she says, "If you're okay with it, I'll take Silver to one of the rooms now. He'll be safe there, just in the back rooms."
Yeah. That sounds yes, that sounds appropriate. I'll take this. Thank you for your help, Jane.
And she gently cradles this small boy, and he's probably like 50 pounds, but she's carrying him and brings him into the back rooms, and she's like tears are running down again as she carries him.
I will. I'll take the plate up to the room. Grogwat, are you with me right now, or did you go up?
I'm just walking with you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get up halfway up the stairs with like you behind me, and I'm just gonna like stop on the stairs, and like think, and I'm gonna turn and look at you. I'm gonna hand you the plate, and I'm gonna say, "Yeah, give this to him. I'll be back. I'll be a few minutes." And I'm gonna like basically as an excuse turn and leave so I don't have to go in the room. I'm gonna head back downstairs, and I'm going to like busy myself, like distract myself by gathering up her pardon me, bushes, like armor, shield, etc. His stuff, and then
You
I'm going to go.
see the smaller of the two boys of hers is cleaning the blood off of those items, and he looks up to you, kind of dead-eyed. Hello, sir.
Hello, lad. What was your name again, son?
Harry.
Harry. You can stop now, Harry. I'm going to take this stuff out to our wagon. This is my job, not yours. You didn't see.
Thank you.
You didn't see what happened, did you, Harry?
I didn't. No, sir. I was in the stables. I saw people running.
I'm glad you didn't see it.
A lot of blood.
Indeed. Harry, do you help with butchering the pigs or anything like that around here?
Yes, sir. I help Tracy, the chef.
Well, let me give you a piece of advice, Harry. When you think back of this, imagine it's pig's blood. Not a person's, a pig's blood. It looks the same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just like when you bloodlet them and butcher them. It's the same.
He gives a smile and looks back at the tavern and back to you, and he gives a nod. It does.
Yes. The same. Simply that. Nothing else. Never anything else. There's a good lad. I'll give him a pat on the shoulder. And kind of like glance him over and see, like, is this coping mechanism that makes it okay to see people die? Is this helping him? I'll like scoop this shit up.
Seems like it.
Okay.
He runs off and goes to the kitchen.
I thought you were going to say you're going to look him up and down and see if he could be a new contender for your new
Hell
baby.
no. There's no more children. I need
this one is only 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get younger and younger. Yeah,
younger and younger. You'll eventually have toddlers.
We need someone to for Bronze to sacrifice with his rite of ages. So get like eternal youth. Yeah, I think I'm going to distract myself by taking that stuff out, and I'll probably spend a solid half hour, 45 minutes, like setting the wagon to rights on the interior, packing things, needlessly tidying, seeing to the horses, just like all that shit. He's going to stay out there for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, let's go over to Grogwat. Grogwat, you got this plate. You're outside the door.
So I walk up to the door and, Bronze,
Come
you
in.
decent? I open the
come
door. And I have the plate kind of hidden behind my back. I said, we found this downstairs and we figured you might know what to do with it. And I present to him the little honey.
Have you tried this honey?
No, man, not in a long time.
I had it for the first time a couple of days ago. I'd highly recommend it. I'll take the apples if you'd like to try the honey.
Yes, that's very kind of you. And I'll just take a little dab of the honey to taste it and be like, so good. But
yeah, it tastes like regular honey.
I can't eat another thing. You enjoy that, right?
Thanks, Margot.
Bronze, you notice that this honey doesn't have the same sheen to it that the honey that you have a jar of.
Well, wait, so this is like special honey? I don't know. I feel like I like
the
honey.
jar that you have is a special type of honey. Yeah.
Yeah. I just figured in my head that the amount of honey was what was causing me to gain hit points from it.
No,
I like honey regardless.
Maybe you thought that, but then after seeing this honey, this one is clearly different from what you have.
In any case, that was the first time Bronze had ever had anything that sweet, so he enjoys it.
As I'm kind of settling in on the other side of the room, I said, Bronze.
Yeah.
You're a good boy, Bronze. And you deserve to be protected.
Thanks, Grogwat. You know, I've heard the exact opposite quite a bit.
You point them out. I'll take care of that.
Well, actually, I
And I go
need to
back
talk
to
to Crowley about that, but I'll wait.
I go back to whittling. Imagine I whittle.
Yeah, I'm like reading ancient tomes and kicking my feet.
Putting on your reading glasses.
Yeah, eating apple slices occasionally through pages.
Okay.
Eventually, Crowley will, he'll return into the building. He'll, like stop by the kitchen, grab like a wedge of cheese and a heel of bread, and probably
First time in the
looking-
kitchen, you see a large, rotund man. He's got a balding head. He gives you a smile. Says, I was told by Jane, you and your pals are free to
Hey,
eat what you want.
give this guy a goofy voice. Make this episode less somber.
Oh, geez.
He's Italian. He's Italian. Whoa, this guy's real goofy. Holy shit.
This is like he's like one of the Swedish chefs from the Muppets or something like that.
Yes.
I immediately understand this dialect as I also speak it, and I know I understand what he's saying.
You speak chef?
Out of culture.
I speak
actually.
chef. Yeah, I speak chef. It's one of my languages. It's the only language other than English that I know is chef. Yeah, I'll say just something simple. A bit of cheese, some bread, pitcher of wine, goblet. Should do the trick. Yes, the red
Hands you
would
the
be,
stuff.
would be perfect. Yes, thank you. Oh, this cheese smells stinky. Perfect. Thank you, chef. Yes, and I'll see you in the morning as well. And I'll head up with my fare. Maybe snag an apple for myself on the way out of a bowl, and take it all up to the room and kind of come in, eyes down, like, like immediately like deflecting as soon as I come in the room, basically. Set things down on like a sideboard when I come in, immediately start pouring a goblet of wine. Drink, like hammer one back very quickly first, pour another, and then like scan the room like that, kind of like chin and forehead kind of like lowered down, and then like eyes kind of like up, like looking out from like perceiving from like your brow, like as you're like do they see me? Like that thing, like very shifty. Taking the room. You're all still awake, I see.
They saw me. My eyes
saw
not
you?
leaving the page.
Who saw you?
They saw me use my my gift.
The guard? No, not the guards. The peasants?
Yes, and a few others.
A few others.
Hoping they associate it with the woman. If anyone starts mentioning evil spirit in this tavern or on this night, just sort of congeal into one thing. Thought you should know, though.
He'll take a small nibble of cheese and kind of mull that over in his mind, kind of like turning it this way and that in his mind, trying to figure something out. Good to know, Bronze.
In any case, get some rest. Me and Grogwad are going to stay up a little later tonight, I think.
I think that his eyes narrow at that statement, like his usual kind of paranoia. Right? Yes.
I like how everything I said to Crowley is just like made his feelings worse. I was trying to calm him. I was trying to calm him down.
Oh no, you've got him wound right up.
Yeah.
I think, however, I don't know, like maybe maybe he's halfway between that, like his normal self-absorbed kind of sociopathy, and I think he is genuinely hurt by what happened, like the death of Bush. I think he's like pretty devastated by it. So I think even though he's probably even wrongly reading into this that he's about to get murdered in his sleep by Grogwat and and Bronze, which I think is like a real fear that he has. I think he's also like, bah, that wouldn't be that bad of a thing after today. That might not be a bad thing at all, as long as it's quick. So he's gonna nod. He'll drain his glass again. Take the cheese and the apple and the bread and another full goblet over to a bed, kind of sit up in bed and slowly eat. What if they come back, Bronze, the peasants who saw you? What will your story be?
Not quite sure yet. I'm just assuming that we have enough rapport here that perhaps a story such as that might seem ludicrous. But who knows? It's not like we haven't fled before.
Going to be harder now. We fled the whole north, and we are known in Cleodor now. We've made a name for ourselves and identified ourselves in this place as Whitehawks, as well as sent a letter to Cleodor saying we were coming here. So
you also were introduced at the Laird's platform.
Yeah,
by name.
So
yeah.
So everyone in all the north can figure out who we are very easily. So there is no running. There's nowhere to run to. If we're found out, we'll be fugitives north of Marish Bridge and south of it. There'll be nothing for it but to change our names, change our stories, and perhaps disfigure ourselves so that we cannot be known physically.
Crowley, I honestly don't think you should be dealing with this at this time of the night. I think we'll devise a plan to eliminate any suspicions for us and allow us to live peacefully in the South. But that's not an issue right now. I flip a page.
All right. Of course. Yeah, it's not an issue. He'll take another sip. He'll mull it over. Yes. Yes, you and Grogwat will come up with something. Yes. He'll drain the goblet, slide under the sheets, and roll over, and probably be snoring within 5 minutes.
Maybe
I don't kill Crowley in his sleep, but that would be really sick.
Maybe Crowley has dreams in his sleep of escaping the Mythic North.
I think he does. I think the dreams are probably like, I think that he hears pigs squealing. I think that if you're imagining it like a scene from a film or something like that, it's like totally awash in red, like total red tint over the normal environment. And I think that he walks like in slow motion into a room and he sees a dead pig on a tavern floor. And I think that he kind of looks at it curiously, and he can hear it squealing even though it's dead. And he looks out the window, and he sees mountain ranges dissolve into a plain that doesn't exist in this Mythic North. And he kind of like looks back, and he can hear the dead pig squealing. And just for like one frame, if it's a film, like one frame, it kind of turns into bush and then back into a pig. And I think that he looks back out the window and sees whatever he imagines is beyond the mountains to the east, whatever lands exist in that place, shrouded in shadow and mystery. And then the dream kind of fades into something else.
And we fade up to whatever Franz and Grogwad are doing while Crowley's asleep.
I'm just reading, enjoying the rain. Once the candle goes out, I'll go to bed and start thinking, because actually, like, that is a really stressful thought that Curly left Bronze with. That there is not much more places I can go. Maybe I'm going to become a recluse in the deep north with that crazy mage that's recruiting other mages. I don't know. I think there's giants up there. Maybe I can pal up with a giant. Grogwat number 2. Something. Maybe convince the giants to destroy the entire kingdom and church. And then he falls asleep with a beautiful dream of the church being destroyed in flames and destruction by giant bearded men.
What a nice and calming dream. You see a smile on Bronze's face.
Yeah,
as
his book just up against his chest, and he's smiling.
And what is Grogwad doing?
Grogwad is sitting there whittling, trying to appear calm. On the other side of the bed from Bronze is his trusty polearm within hand's reach, just in case anything goes wrong. He gets a little jumpier than normal at each and every noise, but he's kind of positioned himself so that he's nearest the door. So if anybody tries to come in, they're gonna have to go through him first. And as he notices Bronze fall asleep and the candle go out, he tries to stay awake and guard. Eventually, his eyelids get heavy, and he starts to slowly nod off.
And does Grogwad have a dream?
Grogwat does have a dream. Grogwat dreams about Bush, about Silver. And in his dream, Silver comes to him and says that he is always wanted to be a part of something like this, that he's always wanted to feel like part of a family, and he's always wanted to feel protected. And Grogwat wakes up from this fitful sleep, and a little tear runs down his face. He rolls over and tries to go back to sleep, but never really gets fully back.
The night passes uneventful. You guys recover 1 hit point. There's a knock on your door. It's a soft knock, and you hear the voice of Jane, muffled behind the door. We have breakfast, if you would like to come down, or we can serve you up here.
I think up here would be wonderful. Thank you, Jane. One moment, and I'll crawl out of bed, throw on a tunic and breeches, and kind of stumble over to the door with a bit of a headache. Kind of push my hair back as best I can, and then open the door, 8 inches, and wince at the light from the hallway. Yeah, I think up here would be nice. Very good morning, Jane. And give her a little soft smile. I think
looks down.
A nice sleep in. How are you doing? How's Harry?
Harry's fine. I'll have a few plates brought up. How is Bronze?
Bruised, but I think he's recovering well. He seems himself.
Great. Okay, I will be back shortly. She gives a nervous smile and shuffles back awkwardly, and
yeah,
comes up later with 3 plates. One, of course, has a smile of eggs and bacon.
Hell yeah. Now, Grogwat, this is not for you. I'll take the smiley face over to set it on the side table, kind of, or the nightstand or whatever beside Bronze's bed, and go sit in bed and eat.
You see, he's fallen asleep with a ritual book on his chest.
Of course, I'll make sure that there's like a bookmark
Demonic
or whatever, like a ribbon I can put in it. Yeah, I'll close it and sweetly tuck it under his pillow, so that somebody doesn't stumble in here and see his demonic book, but also then he can dream on it. Read by osmosis.
Does Bronze do an evil laugh?
What do you mean, like while he's sleeping?
Yeah, just that most people who are demonic have a very notable evil laugh when they think things are funny.
Oh, I feel like Bronze is more of a sinisterly stare at you from behind a chain link fence kind of demonic.
Okay.
This is Damien out here. Out of character. I don't know how hurt. I assume you're pretty damn hurt, Bronze. Are you wanting to rest for a few days here to recover HP and that sort of thing? Is that your mechanical intention, or does it matter?
I'm just about half. So I got 17 HP and I'm at 9 right now.
Okay. So that would be 4 days, or no, not 4 days. Yeah. 3 days.
Be 3 hit points per full day of rest.
So yeah, so three days would get you there basically.
And they are offering you free food.
Yeah. I think 4 days is too long. I think we might be running into issues there, but
yeah, I also think it might not be a terrible idea to we're gonna bury the kid today, but it might not be a terrible idea to scout the hexes, even just Grogwat and I, 4 hours a day into each hex, just to see if we can discover stuff nearby, because there's there's a band of thieves and there's also a missing patrol, so we could get leads on things while you recover, and not pursue them, but just get leads on them and figure out a way to get back to those spots.
What happens if you find a band of thieves though, and then you have to kill them?
Well, that would be bad.
That'd be bad. I'm down for the idea. It seems good for you guys to still do stuff while I'm healing, but just be careful.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, is Grogwat sneaky? I feel like he's somewhat
can
sneaky.
Be very sneaky.
I'm reasonably sneaky. I haven't rolled Rogue's Luck yet, but I do have Rogue's Luck in case we need it.
And by very sneaky, I mean I have a stealth of 2.
I also have a stealth of 2.
There we go.
That is very sneaky in this system.
That's pretty sneaky in this system.
2, that's
Grogwat
crazy.
knows 2 things: hospital care and sneaking.
That's basically it's basically a 50% success rate, right? So
was it?
You're
right.
Okay. So we can fast forward and because I don't think you guys would want to go through a burial of a boy.
No, we definitely don't.
No, we shouldn't roleplay the child funeral, James.
I think
we
should do a full session of that.
I'm going to make a suggestion for our listeners. For our listeners, you can create wonderful fan art or coloring book templates or whatever of us attending Bush's funeral, and however you imagine the 3 of us attending it, knowing what you know about how we either like or maybe dislike this kid in some people's cases. And I feel like you could also, write some fan fiction and send it to us. We would love keep it no ERP stuff or whatever, but just like some
Oh,
some
now you made
read.
them ERP, Jack.
I know, yeah,
now
exactly.
you required it.
I know that you guys are all getting a sense that there's something going on
Crowley
between
cries
Jane and
softly.
Crowley. Jane's gonna comfort Crowley and it's tender embraces and all that. Feel free to write about that, but don't write about other stuff. Necessarily. Because we don't read. I don't think any of us read romance necessarily in our private lives. So, yeah.
Also, did you say like a coloring page? Did
Yeah,
you
like
encourage-
a coloring book template. Yeah, then we could send it out to our other fans, and they could just color scenes from this child's funeral.
Imagine being at Denny's and they hand you the child's funeral coloring page.
Yeah. There's a word search and a maze on there.
Yeah.
And then another page of just him being glassy eyed with chunks missing from his face.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my gosh.
Yeah, definitely do one with sweating Crowley and like a dead pig and blood everywhere. That would be really good. You'd only have one crayon for that though. It'd just be red.
Just red. It's an outline in red.
Bronze, during this funeral, maybe you're not there, maybe you are there. But yeah, you do have some sort of competition with this kid a little bit. Like they named him Silver to spite you.
Oh yeah. I've been encouraging people to call him Silver because it kind of I hope it's really pungent for when Crowley thinks back to his progeny Silver. I don't know, it's supposed to be like a kick in the dick.
Do you do any sort of curses, any rituals? You do have a rite of corpse possession that you know.
Oh, holy, okay.
That's what I was waiting for to happen. When you said that we're going to put him in this separate room, I'm like, oh, he's coming back as a zombie to haunt Crowley for sure.
No, I don't think Bronze had that on the docket necessarily. He's saving that for someone he actually cares about, I guess.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. But he's saving it for someone who can actually be useful to him, not a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Then how many days do you guys want to stay in the Drown Lion Inn? Or do we want to have only Bronze stay and then you guys do some exploration out?
That's what I was thinking. If Bronze stays and we do like a 4-hour exploration, I think that's what I could be making shit up, but I feel like to explore a hex was like one watch or something like that to make a search roll of the hex. Or am I misremembering how we did hex searching way back when?
No, I think that's right. It's been a long time, but that tracks. So traveling to a hex takes time, and then what you would do once you get into a hex, you might discover like an obvious thing without any sort of search, right? But if there's no obvious thing, then you would spend the watch looking around, and then you would find the next obvious thing without even using the search skill. But if you use that search skill and you're successful, then you might find something that's hidden. So
I think
that
three different
what you
hexes.
guys want to do then.
Yeah, I think 3 different hexes, so 1 hex a day, 1 watch of actively making that search roll in each hex, like once a day. So like I'm thinking we do like this one to the one to the north west of us, one to the north by west by southwest of us, and then immediately to the south of us. So that would be the 3 surrounding us on the left side, basically.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? It takes you 2 hours to move in this terrain, in the forest. If you go to the northwest, this is a swamp, which will take you an entire 4 hours to go. Do we want to go into the swamp, or do we want to stay out and just stick to the forest?
I don't know. What do you think, Grogwat?
I'm fine with letting Crowley take the lead on this. If I feel like I would definitely establish that that Bronze is very comfortable with the guard, and so is Grogwat, like making sure he's protected.
You guys might want to stay out of the swamp in case you encounter a frog monster or something like
That's
that.
true. Yeah, it's true. Well, let's start immediately to the south of us then, and then we'll hook over to the one that's in the forest to the west of us, and then maybe we can just go like one further, depending like this one that's kind of one further between those.
Yep.
You
So
know what I mean?
one a day. So
One
we're
a
moving
day.
2 hours, then search for 4 hours, and then come back for another
Yes,
2 hours.
exactly.
And you guys are trying to stay hidden, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to make a roll first for wilderness encounters, just for going out and about. And if you get a 1, you get an encounter. You did not. And then inside of that hex, we have you making a search. So go ahead and roll a search check. These are public because we're going to find out right away if you found something.
Do we each roll one, Jamie, or just one?
Just one of you. So it would be whoever has the highest. Probably
Plus
Crowley with
5,
his-
and I
yeah, basically
Yes.
you would have to roll 2 1s to fail since you have a plus 5. And okay, so you do find something. While I look through the book to figure out what you find, why don't you guys have a heart to heart with Grogwat and Crowley?
Well, I think you would notice, Crowley, that Grogwat seems a little bit different now. He doesn't seem as like lighthearted
yeah,
and
I think seeing
happy-go-lucky
even
as
just
he has before.
the way that you killed that dude is like I've seen Grogwat kill lots of guys, and there's usually more like a joie de vivre. Like there's an element of like you're like a you. I think you see yourself as more of like a heroic or just like good natured sport regarding fighting
Yeah.
and self defense and all that kind of stuff. And that was like an angry hate killing, revenge killing kind of deal, and he like Crowley saw most of it. So I think he's got the sense just in general that, yeah, there's probably a different air there. And so I think as we're sneaking through, I think Crowley will maybe make efforts to, if we stop for a second, kind of like leaning against a tree, grabbing a drink of water out of our water skins, he's going to like squirt a little bit of water out of the water skin up in the air just above Grogwat's head to like rain down a little bit on him. You know, kind of give him like a boyish grin. And he'll say, "What's up, Grogwat? Are you getting back to your old self, or you still thinking about all that other stuff?"
I know what you mean. I've never been anybody but Grogwat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you say so.
Let's have
It's
you
not
guys
what I
make
say, is
your-
it, Crowley? It's what you said. It was my fault.
He'll the smile will drop from his face, and he'll say, "It was all of our faults. I said that in anger and deep sadness. Grogwat, it's as much my fault and the guard's fault and that lady's fault as anybody else's. You can't blame yourself entirely for it, and it was a terrible mistake of mine to blame you entirely, and for that I'm sorry, Grogwat, very sorry."
See, that's the thing. Over these last days, ever since it happened, I've been thinking around it every which way I know how. I've been thinking around it up and down, side to side. And thing is, you're right. I left him at that table. I wasn't careful. I thought everything would be all right. No, the boy's dead. I won't let that happen, Ross.
He'll nod. Grogwat, I think I've done you and Bronze a disservice, both of you. I've made most of our decisions all the time, and it's not like they've all been good ones. They've simply been what I thought was necessary in the moment, but in so doing, I haven't allowed either of you, to have as much of a voice in me, in what we do and why we do it even. Right now, we're out here because I thought it would be a good idea, and you're along because I said it was a good idea. So here we are. Could be a terrible idea.
Both
is
of
a
you,
good
please make a stealth check.
6 on the die for me makes it an 8.
4 on the die for me makes it a 6.
Great. The two of you, as you're having this conversation, you start to feel like the ground kind of shaking a little bit. It's like a vibration every now and then of something, and then you hear like a crack and crumbling, and you're able to get closer to what this is if you would like to, or you can retreat.
If we, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think if I feel like I'm well hidden or there's cover available, I think I would probably try to sneak a peek.
Yeah,
Whatever this is causing.
I think curiosity would probably get the best of Grogwat.
Okay. So you guys get a view of this, and just past some of these trees, you guys are kind of atop a rise, a hill. You see a pair of 20-foot tall humanoids with bulging features, wearing no clothing. One of them's got like a 5-foot sack dangling between its legs, and
Oh, wow. Impressive.
they got bristly hair, a long beard.
I got that so late.
Oh my
Impressive,
God.
he says.
And you see
If
that
he's 20
they
foot tall,
are,
that's a great ratio.
yeah. You see that they are stacking stones, the two of them. It looks like
Hey.
they're making a bridge, and then it collapses, and then they start remaking it, and they start like grumbling in laughter as they're sitting there in this play area to them in this forest, and they do not notice you.
Do we, like, is there any way to identify what these things are? Like, my immediate thought is a giant, but you say building a bridge, and I think troll. Is there any?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. These are giants.
Okay.
These are you're both familiar that with giants as creatures that like to eat humans and their livestock and love to drink alcohol, and that's the general nature of them, and they are not to be taken lightly, as they are huge and very easily can bite someone's head off.
All right, I'm gonna give Grogwat the universal sign of let's get the fuck out of here and point in the opposite direction with 2 fingers. Like,
That's big feet, mate.
Time to retreat back to the inn.
Okay, yeah, you guys can book it out of there, and you get back to the inn around 3 in the afternoon.
I'm sure once we make some distance from the giants and are kind of on our walk back, our conversation will pick back up. Like that was kind of cut short, and I'm just gonna like put a on Grogwat's like shoulder and just say, it's gonna take some time, Grogwat, and I think what happened to Bush is gonna change all of us to some extent, and if there's one thing I know, it won't split us apart. We need to grow from this, but we need to grow together, like 3 vines intertwining and becoming stronger, rather than like a lightning bolt hit tree that splinters and spreads in different directions. We need this to make us stronger as a trio.
I like that. And Grogwat puts a big, like, hulking apish arm around you and kind of pulls you in for like a side hug.
Yeah, just like exhale sharply, squeeze.
Yep.
I just sent you
Right,
guys
mate.
the
Let's get back
picture
home and check
in the
on
Mythic North for the giant
5 feet.
that you guys encountered. I mean, it looks like a 5-foot long sack that he's got. That thing is.
Whoa,
It's
that is
illustrated.
cool. That's cool art. Great ball sack.
Balzac, one of our favorite artists on the pod.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, artwork is probably Lex Rocket or Kim Diaz Home.
Incredible art in this.
Excellent art.
Yeah, in these source books, really incredible. His wang is probably bigger than Bronze. That's wow, good for him. Bronze, have we got something for you to measure up to? I feel like when we go up for the evening to talk to Bronze about what we saw, I feel like Crowley is like excitedly getting like a scrap of paper, and he wants to like make a crude sketch of this creature, sack and knob included, about how big it was, and then he'll be like, it was this big. You would have been this big on it, and just like circling the cock.
He wouldn't have been on it, mate. What are you talking about?
No, it was big. This is how big you would have been to scale. You would have been this big right here. I just like hit it like 3 times with the tip of the quill, just like stabbing into the drawing. Oh, Bronze. Incredible. Maybe we could get him to crouch down on his knees and we could measure you against it.
No. How about, I wonder if you could kill something like that and bring it back.
Maybe.
Yes.
What do you mean bring it back? Like drag it back?
Well, if you drag it back, I'll do what I was intending in my mind.
I think we'd need a team of oxen. Some kind of giant sledge made out of wool. True, how that wouldn't even work.
I think our harder issue would be felling it.
I agree. I might be able to. Wonder if I could snipe one. Just like rub my chin whiskers. I can do a lot of damage. I roll, multiply my dice from my sneak attack feature. Yeah, I could do quite a bit of damage, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you need like a hot air balloon or something.
Oh, until they throw a rock at me and
I guess it. Yeah. Well, what is it? They're just gonna throw a rock at you when you're on the ground too. Like, what's the difference?
That's true. Seems like a fool's errand. In any case, we should let the local guards know, just in case the creatures come nearby.
Yes, and let us know. Tell them to let us know if they ever kill one.
Yeah. Might be better if they made their way this way. Not for the local people, of course, but if they came this way, then at least we'd be in a defensible position. I see you rolling random stuff.
You hear
your giant coming.
You hear giant footsteps. Actually,
no.
Oh shit! Is that what I think it is?
We need to
you
defend
look
this
out the
place.
window.
No. Let's get out of here.
You see 2 adult giants lumbering towards the inn.
Jesus. Is there like a loft I could get up into in like a sniper's nest?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to sneak attack one as soon as I get close enough that I can.
Okay. Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okay. Stealth. We'll use Rogue's Luck on that failure. Going down to 4. I rolled 5 for the session. Oh God! I'll use another one. Going down to 3 points. There we go. That's a success.
Yeah.
Hey.
6.
You're in position and you can take a shot.
Okay. I feel like I have to read this every time I do it because I do it so frequently. Luckily, it's right on the front page of this beautiful sheet.
You hear the guards start to panic. Like, oh, go away.
How do we... Wait.
That's gonna work.
How do we know they're coming to hurt us?
a large rock comes hurtling and crushes one of the guards.
That'll be how. Yeah. All right. Grogwalk grabs his combat gear and trudges up near the front gate.
I'll ready the cart as soon as I can. If we have to make a hasty escape.
Okay, so I will aim and then sneak attack. Okay, so I get +4 from my stealth mod to this, and then +2 for aiming. So a total of +6. So I have a +11 to hit here on this.
How tall are these walls that are in this tavern? Like, I know there's walls around this place.
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot wall. These giants are 20.
Okay.
15? Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit. They got an AC of 10.
Oh, thank God. Oh, it's only in that one would have missed then. All right, so then I add, it's like level +1 multiply damage. Attack. 1 plus a rogue's level. Successful hit the damage of this attack is multiplied by 1 plus the rogue's level.
So what's your
modifiers?
Yeah.
So what's level 6? So it'll be whatever I roll is times 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a crossbow, so I do a D10 plus 3 times 7.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Just don't get a 1, I guess.
That's a 10. 13 times 7.
Oh.
7 is 91
damage.
91 points of damage.
What the hell?
It had 54 hit points. Describe your kill on giant number 1.
All right. I feel like 1 crossbow bolt is not enough to kill this thing. And so I think that what happens is as the next giant picks up roots up a tree to start beating buildings and stuff, I shoot that giant in the wrist and it goes, uh-oh, and then flails the tree for a second and accidentally impales its buddy with the tree.
And as he does, his eyes go wide. And then he looks down at his wrists, and it's dripping blood, and he just lets out a guttural scream of fear, and he starts running the opposite direction.
Oh, he failed his morale check.
He failed his morale check. He's got a morale of 6.
Oh, he missed it by 1. That's crazy, dude. Hell yeah. Browns, I got you something.
And you hear a huge boom as that other giant just falls to the ground, and a couple stones of the walls crumbles.
Bronze joins you on the balcony. He's clapping his hands and jumping up in glee. Yes,
You hear the guards cheering outside.
Yes, it's gone. One dead, one gone.
Crowley the giant killer. Crowley the giant killer.
I tip my hat to give a little bow. Yes, that felt good. It's
good. I think I still get my 3 hit points for today.
You do get your 3 hit points, and there's another funeral tomorrow as they bury one of the guards.
Oh, does the giant have any loot? Do they have a giant satchel full of goodies?
Well, we know they got a big sack.
You want to go take a look?
Yeah, I want to go take a look.
Alrighty. Yeah, they're right outside the wall, the body. So looking over this giant, it has nothing on it. Just a giant big ball sack.
I get real close to its very stinky genitals, and I'm like, huge, just huge, and I retreat.
Yes, and it seems yeah. I mean, you guys don't get any XP. It's OSR. You killed the threat, though.
New high score in terms of damage. That seems like a pretty good high score.
That's a good high score.
That's a good high score.
Yeah, maybe that would have been enough to kill the Dragon of the North.
Could you imagine? Yeah, maybe. Dragon
give
of the
it a
It's
North.
definitely a
shot.
good
Go
opening
looking for
salvo,
it.
at the very
No,
least.
I don't want to look for him, and I don't want to give it a shot because that seems terrifying.
You know what a dragon
Make
scale is
quite a
worth in
name
this
for
economy?
yourself.
Could you? Yeah, that would be actually pretty sick.
I could make armor out of dragon scale.
Oh, you could make
For a
dragon scale
dog.
armor. You can't really make anything out of a giant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you could
No,
make a
just-
scroat coat.
I mean, I was trying to make a giant militia,
Scroat
but
coat. Yeah. Coat from the scroat.
Scroat.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at my
straight
spell
coat.
though. It would only last for 3 days. So if we don't have a reason to have a giant zombie.
We could go attack the toad-like creature near Marish Bridge with this giant.
Well, we just gotta hope that we find it in 3 days.
I'm pretty good at searching. But yes, we do have to hope we find it in 3 days.
I mean, if someone tries to attack us while we're here, that might be an interesting day
That's
for
true.
them.
Yeah.
Home defense system.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think
You
we're
got,
able. I wish we could just carry it with us wherever we go. So it'd be like, break in case of emergencies.
It is actually 3 days per your level, so that's 18 days.
Holy fuck!
And you would need precious stones worth at least 100 silver to plop into the eye sockets.
My God, okay, that's why, because you didn't give me the spell until after the session in St. Lewiston, because I was like, I thought I got all my spell components. Okay, I guess I'll have to pick those up.
You learned
sometime.
this one before you got to St. Lewiston, right? So
I think I did, but you hadn't had the spell written up quite yet, and that's when I was
well,
buying.
I mean, if you got the money, we could say that you got some components. That's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I guess I'll buy a bunch. What is it, 100 silver pieces? Yeah, I guess I can. Because I can get like a whole mob going, it looks like here, because it says I can maintain
Yeah.
4 corpses. Oh, it's my magician level is how many corpses I can have one.
Seven
Magician
corpses.
level. That's just your your level. So
Okay.
you are
So
the
I can
magician.
have 6. I can have 6 guys at once.
6, yeah. That's
Nice.
pretty sick.
I just need to chill out. 6 times 50.
300.
Wait. So 600. 600 silver pieces. 600 divided by 50 is.
Oh, you're looking for the gold value.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the gold. I hate doing stuff in
It
silver.
is 12 gold.
Okay, thank you very much.
I like doing math inside of Foundry because you could just roll 600/50.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah.
You're making me look like I'm revealing how terrible I am at math. I could just be like hiding it within the Foundry. Sometimes I look up calculator in Google, and that's really stupid because I think I have a calculator app on my computer.
I mean, it is a computer, so you do. For sure.
Does Grogwa and Crowley explore the second day?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's explore.
I like going on our hikes.
No random encounters. Go ahead and roll your 2d6. If you get 2 1s, you fail the search.
Oops, well, it was a 4 on
That's
the
okay.
dice. Plus 5.
You're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, very good.
Leaving Bronze in the Drowned Lion Inn.
I feel confident that the guards have seen what I do to people who hurt Bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not around. I'm all alone. Someone just rolled
You
a 1,
see
too.
My vengeance will be swift and terrible.
the two of you stumble upon a lone gravestone in the woods.
Okay.
Looks like it's covered by vegetation. Wait.
Can we make out any of the writing, or does the vegetation obscure everything?
It obscures everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can use my blade to carefully remove some of the vegetation so we can see what's on there.
As you remove vegetation, you see there's a date and another date. Looks like it's only a couple years apart from each other. This is a child's grave in the middle of the woods.
Immediately am triggered by PTSD of losing Bush. And I look at the heavens and think, how could they do this to us twice in one session, Jamie?
Well,
Jamie loves child murder. What can we say?
Canon.
you hear a sad crying behind the two of you as you turn and you see it's a small ghost of a girl.
Oh,
And she is just crying, saying, "Can you help me, please?"
I'll like look at Grogwat searchingly to see how he's reacting to this.
I'm absolutely getting up to help her immediately. Yeah. What do you need? Are you lost?
My family, we were cheated out of money, and I starved. Can you give me revenge? She looks in your eyes and has a smile.
Grogwat looks down and kind of kicks the dirt a little bit. And he looks back up with a smile on his face and goes, "Oh, that I can do."
Her name is Jane.
Oh no.
My nostrils flare.
They stole my family's business.
What was this Jane's last name? Do you know?
Don't know.
The business? What was the business?
You ran an inn not far from here.
Yeah, you're not getting out of this
Papa.
one. It could be a different, in Jane,
Yeah, it's
probably,
totally a different one. Yeah.
yeah.
Be a different day.
Oh
I
yeah.
think there was
I think there's
like
one in St.
a
Lewiston. Yeah, St. Lewiston has an inn. Yeah.
there was like a Motel 6 we saw on the way here. Anyone could have that name in there.
We don't know that the
Yeah.
guy that I choked to death is not named Jay.
That's right. Could be a dude. Also, Continental Breakfast at that Motel 6 has really gone downhill since management changed hands. So I'm pretty angry with that myself.
That could have been because of the cheating or whatever the girl was talking about.
Yeah.
Give me my revenge.
What would constitute revenge for you?
I lost my family. She should lose hers.
Well, this is a decision for you, big man. As I said before, I have made far too many recently. And I'll start to walk out of the area, and because I honestly don't want to hear how Grogwat is going to answer, if he's going to say yes or no.
I have little miss. What is your? I say,
What?
what is your name, little miss?
Liam, get close to your mic. Come on.
What is your name, little miss?
My name is Edith.
Edith.
Yes,
Edith, I've had a shaking time recently. I've had the very principles that I've built my life around shaking. And I know what it is to see hard times. As he does that, he kind of pulls his collar to the side. You see a series of patterned burns on his clavicle area. I've got 2 rules, Edith. You don't hurt kids, and you don't hurt dogs. Anything else? I see the grave.
you refuse to help.
If helping you means hurting a child or hurting a dog, you
And
want Jane.
she points a finger at you. Then I curse you. I curse you. And she disappears.
Oh, that's great.
And we will pick it up there next Outcast Silver Raiders session.
Yeah, probably rolling on a chart of curses.
Ooh, whole chart.
You got
Cursed
boner.
with all this dang
Jamie,
acting talent.
You got boner pus till the end of your days.
Oh well, that's a pretty
Jamie,
good.
I got a D500 chart if you need it for curses. I'm sure this game already has it, but
250 of those 500 are boner pus, just so you know.
Swiggity
yeah, unfortunately,
Your
yeah.
boners, a noodle.
Shit. This is he shared it with me earlier, so
Yeah. Well,
Shared pus?
the other thing is just
we shared pus, yeah.
the other 250 are just boner and then pus like separately.
Priapism, is that what they call that? Priapism?
Oh, a good time.
For the listeners, this may be a while until we get another Outcast session going, with the holiday season coming in. But what this means is we're going to be running a couple different systems for the next few weeks until folks are back in town. So look forward to that.
And if I can speak as a player,
Bronze and Crowley.
if I can speak as one of Jamie's players, the intros, the short little spats, 1 or 2 or 3 shots, have always been extraordinarily interesting. So I highly encourage the listeners to tune in.
Yeah. I think the first one we're going to give a shot is Liminal Horror. So if you know what Delta Green is, or if you've ever watched X-Files or something similar to that, that is the gist of what that system is. So stay tuned.
You've been listening to Games in the Dark. Lights out.